Question 35 asks, for which of the following values of x is f of x equals square root of x squared plus 4 divided by x cubed plus x squared minus 5x plus 3 undefined? And one of the basic principles of working with rational functions is that the function itself will be 0 when the numerator is 0, and it will be undefined when its denominator is 0. So in this case, if we're looking for where that function is undefined, all we have to do is look at the denominator. And so we're looking for where the denominator is 0. There are a number of ways that we can go about doing that. Probably one of the easiest ways is to use the graphing calculator. And again, since the purpose of these videos is not just to answer the questions in as quick a time as possible, but it's also to use them as an opportunity to learn how to use the graphing calculator to discuss different strategies for solving the problem. So I'll bring up the graphing calculator, and we'll go ahead and put in this function x to the third plus x squared minus 5x plus 3. And since we're only really concerned with x equals -3, -2, and +1, we should be able to zoom standard, option 6, and see where our zeros may lie. And I think we can see it pretty clearly that we have a 0 at x equals -3. If we wanted to double check, we go in to second, calc, then select 0. And since I think I have a 0 at -1, -2, -3, I'll just put in -4 as a left bound, -1 as a right bound, and then guess, hit enter to guess, and you see that I do have a 0 at x equals -3. Now at the same time, it's clear that there is no 0 at x equals -2. And so just from that much, we can tell that our answer has to be C, since that is the only answer that has a 3 in it and does not have a 2 in it. But we can also see over to the right that there definitely appears to be a 0 at x equals -1, at x equals +1. Now we'll take a look at that 0, but the calculator may have some problem finding the 0 at x equals 1. But we'll go ahead and take a look at it. Once again, second, calc, we'll use second, calc, and option 2 for 0. We'll use 0 as a left bound and 3 as a right bound, and hit enter for guess, and it does find it there at x equals 1. Notice there's a 0.000003. For all intents and purposes, that is x equals 1. So that does help us answer the question. I want to go through another way that we could have answered this question as well. Once we have the function in y equals, like such, we can go back to the home screen, and this time we can do vars, which stands for variables, y vars, and then function, and y1 where our function is, and we can actually treat this like a function now, put parentheses and -3, and see that we definitely get a 0 there. I can use second answer to recall that. Second entry to recall that, and this time put in -2 and see that I do not get a 0 there. And I can do the same thing over again, second entry to recall. This time I just want to put in a -1, a +1 again. Put in a 1, close parentheses, and delete, and run, and you see that I do get a 0 there as well. So that's a completely different way that I could have gone about this using the graphing calculator. All right, so that will be it for this problem then.